You mentioned Peyton Hillis. Let's talk about him right now because, I mean, last year, 1 year ago, he was the guy that seemed to bring that energy, bring that electrifyingness. I'll use that word. That's not even a word. But he seemed to bring that to the table last year. I mean, obviously right now everyone's wondering, where the hell is he?
You know, it's as bizarre a thing for us to figure out as it is for other members of the media, as probably other members of the Browns. Yesterday he left that game in the first half with what was said to be a hamstring injury, and I can't speculate on what really happened or anything like that, but it did look like he might have had some sort of hamstring injury there for a little bit, but he wanted to come back in and only came back in for apparently a couple plays in the fourth quarter. And, you know, that does nothing to help that situation. People already were wondering what was going on when he was sick for that Dolphins game, and then came out and talked about his contract situation and just made matters even worse. So obviously the speculation is going to be running rampant today over Hillis and whether or not, you know, they're thinking of trading him with the deadline coming up, and which would be the worst thing the Browns could do. But, you know, it's a very baffling situation the way that they've handled everything, and it just doesn't add up. You know, he was that spark plug last year, and there's nothing to say that this year that he wasn't going to do the same. But for whatever reason, he just hasn't gotten off the ground yet. I think you could probably say something about the offensive line having some problems with that, but yeah, it's a very bizarre situation what's going on there right now.
Especially, too, I mean, after watching yesterday's game, and you watch some of the highlights, and you watch some of the portions that were interesting to me was, you know, him on the sideline saying that he's good to go. He's ready to come in, but everybody's just kind of saying no. I mean, is it truly just a matter of we got to, you know, protect our investment or what?
I don't know. Well, it's funny that you say investment because
they want to trade him, it seems, yeah.
You know, that's the other baffling thing is that, you know, they haven't invested in him yet. And I don't know if that means the contract talks aren't going necessarily so well because, you know, you hear things every now and then about how, you know, the agent wants this and this, but, you know, you can't say for sure. But that's the most baffling thing of all is that you can say it was a hamstring injury all you want, but at the end of the day, you can watch the game and you see on the sidelines he's pacing around and he's talking to coaches looking to get back into the game. He wanted to get back in. Hillis is a tough guy. He played with a lot of injuries last season, and I don't know if they're trying to protect him because they have a decent backup now or not. But whatever it is, it's not. It doesn't smell right in Cleveland right now. And you know, they had to know people were going to, you know, speculate on that after the game. But I don't know. I don't know if Shermer has a different idea of who he wants to use. I couldn't say for sure. But you know, if for whatever reason, if they don't like Peyton Hillis and they want to make a move, they better be sure that Montario Hardesty's knees can hold up, because those are two surgically repaired knees, and they could find themselves in a really bad position soon if they somehow made a move and got rid of Hillis.